Hi guys, good morning. Want to jump back in another quick video here. Just want to bring this to your attention and something I've been talking about for a while. With the actual coming economy and what you're basically going to expect. 2,500, 2,500 of small business, mom and pops have closed in the year of 2025. Even in 2020, 2008, this never happened. Actually, at the rate these small businesses are closing, even during the Great Depression, this didn't unfold. 2,500 small business have closed their doors and is no longer in existence. This have a lot to do with what's going on with the tariffs. Actually, a lot of it has to do with what's going on with the tariffs because the fact that people have to pay these small businesses have to pay more money for the product that they need to receive, which basically deter consumer because they got to hike up their price, pass on that charges to the consumer. Consumers don't have the money to pay for it anymore. Guys, listen up carefully. Tariffs only work when you have a manufacturing base. I'm going to say this one more time. People, you guys need to do your research. Three presidents have actually tried using tariffs in the past. It didn't work. It's really not meant to work. It's not really meant for small business. Actually, something like that would rather close a small business than actually grow a small business, if you see where I'm going with this. But I'm just going to leave it at that. If you actually do your research, part of what started the Great Depression was actually tariffs. Another great information I want to tell you here, the number one export for the US is actually garbage. I'm going to say that one more time. The number one export for the US is actually garbage. They actually have to export the garbage off this continent because of the consumption. People consume so much, they're not making anything anymore. I say that to say this, it's going to get a lot worse. I'm sorry to say that, but I'm just making you guys aware. I'm not trying to spread fear here. If you guys start doing your research and see for yourself, you see that everything I'm saying is true. Small business is the backbone of the US economy. It's not corporation. Keep in mind, corporation are making all the money, but it's not corporation, the big corporation that is the backbone. It's the mom and pops. That's the backbone of the US economy. Now, they're closing left, right, and center like crazy, filing bankruptcy at an all time high. This have never been seen before. I'm leading up to something here, and it's something I talk about in previous videos. We're going to have a shift in the economy coming in 2026 like we have never seen before. A lot of people are going to lose their stuff that they think they own, but they didn't own it because they have what is called future promise to pay. What is that? It's basically a lien holder. They have debt tied to what they consider an asset. It could be a home that's considered a mortgage. That's a lien holder. There's debt, the mortgage. Could be a car loan. That's a lien holder. Future promise to pay. They don't own it. Business loan. Don't own the business either. You got to take out the currency to create the business. And let me give you guys some advice. I'm not saying I'm the guru here, but if you're going to create a business moving forward from here on out, stay away from loan. Stay away from it because the chance of you making that business successful with the loan, it's chance of failing is close to 90%. Why would you want to do that? Get an investor involved rather than a bank. That's the best way to go about it. If you need capital, go and see if you could get an investor on board with your idea. That's the safest way to do, safest thing to do. Again, I'm I'm not the know-all person. I'm telling you what's happening here and what I'm seeing unfolding. it's going to be a hell of a lot worse in 2026 is the economy, because 2,500 small business closing, it's a big deal, and that's going to create a huge impact within the economy. But this is where we're at, and this is what we got to deal with. The tariffs, they're not helping small business. They're actually closing small business. And the loan that's tied to these small business is not helping either. That's just accelerating everything. I'm just putting this information out there for someone. You know who you are. Okay? Take it for what it is. I hope you guys learn from this information, because I just want you guys to be aware. 2026 is going to be one for the record book when it comes to the global economy. There's a huge shift coming. And when it hit, oh boy, it's something we're not going to forget. It's going to make the Great Depression look like a cakewalk. It is what it is, folks. Stay blessed.